Laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the Fun Piece Podcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name is Matt.
My name is Mike, and I'm feeling a little sassy today.
Ooh, he's feeling sassy. He's a little scrappy.
I got a little iced latte.
Ooh.
I've been sipping.
Oh.
I'm ready to talk about the anime
Ooh.
titled One Piece
Whoa.
that I'm watching with you for the very first time. Never seen it before.
Not once.
We'll never watch it again.
Yeah. Unless it's in a completely different form and different animation style. On a different
claymation, or I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Or if a different company from the late 90s, early 2000s has it, but they had completely different voice actors do the voices.
It is true. I do wish that the voice acting was completely different sometimes.
Yeah. I also wish that there was no smoking of cigars whatsoever, and it was just smoke coming out of people's mouths or lollipops.
Yeah, I don't like cigarettes.
Yeah,
Matt, I don't care for them. I think
also,
they're bad
guns
for you.
bad.
Is what I've heard.
Don't like guns.
Awful. Replace them with shovels, maybe.
Yeah, or fingers. Just fingers.
Yeah, just like some fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, we get finger pistols later. Why not?
Yeah.
I took a walk to get my little iced latte, slutty little iced latte.
Your slutty little... ooh.
Yeah, it's a slutty little iced latte.
Feel a little sassy this morning, Michael?
And I walked by. It was church o'clock when I walked by.
Ooh.
I took a walk down the road.
Are you wearing your little ace shoes? Your little execution shoes?
No, I was wearing some just Adidas sneakers.
Oh wow!
And
plug the brand.
I had my guns out. I was wearing a tank top. Passed by an old lady as she was getting in her car. I don't know if it was toward me or because she was about to get on the road with other Massachusetts drivers. But she did the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost prayer kind of thing
in your direction.
She gave me a side eye because I was passing by, so it felt targeted. So
maybe that's just what she does, in church when people kneel down and do it, and then they get into their seat in their pew. Maybe that's just what she does when she gets into her car every time.
Maybe it just felt like she was looking at me while it was happening.
She's got a little bowl of holy water that, that instead of a rear view mirror.
The rose.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty
incredible.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's exciting.
So yeah, I feel blessed. I feel like I can roll an additional 1d4 on ability checks.
Wow.
So that's nice.
What a pull.
Yeah, what a pull. I made that joke twice this morning to two different people.
Wow. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, and I'm sure the Fun Piece listeners also truly enjoyed it. They all went. A bunch of them all just shot their fists into the air in excitement when you made that joke.
They went, oh, I love Wizards of the Coast and all that they do.
Ooh,
thanks, guys.
Another product placement there. Goodness, that's your second product placement of this episode, and it's been less than 4 minutes.
Man.
Somebody's got to sponsor us.
Sure do love Blue Diamond almonds. You know what my favorite part of Blue Diamond almonds, Matt, is? It's a good little healthy snack. It fills your tummy up. Look at that. That's some crinkling right there.
I do also love Wizards of the Coast. Check out this cool Tromocratus magic card I have here.
What the fuck did you say? Chromocratus?
Tromocratus.
Tromokratus.
He's an 8/8 legendary Kraken. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Somebody listening just also shot their fist to the air and went, "Yeah, let's go."
They've done like a lot of Magic crossovers with other stuff. Like they have like Street Fighter Magic cards. Do they have One Piece Magic cards yet? Oh, probably not, because they have their own trading card game.
Well, they have their own trader card game. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right now. One Piece Magic the Gathering?
Because I want like that like really like painterly, highly detailed, foxy swamp card or whatever. Is that one of the zone? Like there's like elements or something in that? I don't know. I don't know fucking anything about Magic.
It's okay. I just found on Magic the Gathering...
Commander decks?
Yeah. I made a Commander deck. That's my Commander, the Tromokratus.
Oh.
I've never played Commander before. I just have a deck. I just found a post on Reddit of someone handmade a bunch of foil One Piece cards. Oh, I think these are spoilers now. I'm going to stop watching this. Oh, Marco! Whoa! That was cool. It's like a video, and it's going through all these foil cards they made. The artwork's nice. Wow.
I think shit's happening in One Piece, like the manga right now, because it's really hard to not... Like, I keep seeing things that are almost spoilers, and I have to, like, quickly, like, say, I'm not interested. Don't show me. And I've got it muted everywhere.
This is going to date when we're recording this episode. It's literally One Piece Day weekend currently as we're recording this. It's the 2024 One Piece Day / weekend. It's a 2-day event.
Why is it One Piece Day? Is it when it came out?
It's the 25th anniversary of One Piece, Michael.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Of the anime, I guess. You haven't seen any of that?
No. I've got One Piece muted on all social media.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. I was sitting at home, and then on the other night, and it was like, it has begun. So I just like put the video on because it's a live stream, and I was like, oh, I'll just see what happens. And then it was just, I don't know his name, but the lead singer, I think he sings the newest intro song, and he was just going crazy on stage singing the new intro song, just having the best time. And then a woman came out and sang, I think, the outro song, because they're doing outro songs again, apparently. And then they sang We Are together, and I was having the best time. And then Historian came out and said, you should turn that off. You're going to see spoilers. And then I did. I didn't see spoilers. I turned it off.
Good. That's good.
Yep.
Sounds like you saw the good part.
Yeah.
And not the part that would be sinful for us to see.
Sinful, and it would take away the genuine reactions that we have at important tentpole points of the anime as we work through.
I've been trying to think about the stuff I'm like very curious about. I'm curious to see, figure out how much of a bitch Donflamingo is. I don't think I understand anything that's happening with Kuma.
Okay. We can talk about that when we get into it.
Yeah, man's a mystery.
Okay.
I
can tell you my theories once we get there.
Curious when Thunderlord McGuy is going to become King of the Pirates.
I mean, he's basically him right now. Truly. He's the real King of the Pirates, and Whitebeard, who's not the King of the Pirates, but everyone's kind of treating him that way.
One of those guys has a good mustache.
Yeah, one of those guys has a good mustache, and the other guy has just a stick attached to his nose.
I think he took all the filling out of Oreos and just pushed it together really hard, and then he just squished it underneath his lip. Above his lip.
Do you think he did that? I think he did that, but he added a hardening agent, like some epoxy in there, just to get it real hard.
I think he used his tremor powers to solidify it more, as if it was the passage of time. So there's probably fossils in there too.
I just had a thought, but it's really gross.
Yeah, no, say it.
No, I can't. It's really gross.
Is it like trigger warning gross?
No, I just like I don't know. I think it's just an inside thought. I usually say my inside thoughts outside during this podcast because I feel like that creates a warm, inviting environment for the listeners. The inside thought I just had, I'm going to keep that to myself. And I'm going to let you all decide what I was thinking about in regards to what Whitebeard's mustache was made out of.
Well, Matt, you're lucky that I'm not a curious man and I can just let that go and actually not be bothered by it. So,
all right,
and it
everyone.
sounds like that I said that. I am bothered by it, but I actually don't care. In a loving way.
You can just keep checking in throughout the episode and be like, what if... what if it's just a bunch of marshmallow fluff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, nasty. You filthy boy. Filthy boy. Episode...
Oh, wow. Oh, 10 minutes on the dot. Let's go.
Yeah,
episode
fuck God, we're rolling.
471. Yeah, this episode of the podcast, we watched episodes 471, 475 of the anime.
Yeah.
Of the anime.
We got to get into the first episode, Matt, so we can get distracted before saying anything about the first episode.
Yeah, of course.
Episode 471.
Honk. It's the Buggy Watch. Everyone, this official Buggy Watch. The living legend lives. He thrives. He dives. He cries.
It's happened 92 times, and it's still like I know it's coming, but it's like it's like you have a balloon. And I'm just like, I know when you're gonna pop it, but it's still startling.
When am I gonna pop that balloon?
Because sometimes you do it like a millisecond after. Sometimes like I start talking, then you do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can like halfway through a title and then you do it.
Or sometimes I wait for like you to go through an entire episode before I do it. It's great.
Yeah, sometimes it's a second. Yeah.
Anyway, honk. Buggy D Clown D Nefertari. Buggy D Clown D Nefertari. Tardy. Buggy D Clown Nefertari.
Buggy D Clown never late Nefertari.
Never Buggy D Clown never late Nefertari. Always ready. Is the king of the pirates, and no one else can object to that true fact.
It's true. It's true. That's a true fact.
Yep.
Honky honk. Yep. Mick, king of the pirates. Episode 471. Thunderlord McGuy speaks.
He does. Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Thunderlord. Like, you know who I don't like is Squarrd, and I don't appreciate that we get a Squarrd episode.
I really don't like that we got a whole episode about Squarrd. He's like, he reminds me of that greasy guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He looks just like Squarrd.
Wormtongue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the bad guy named Wormtongue. Do you think he's gonna be up to no good?
Yeah. Squarrd.
I was fine with Squarrd when he was like a little weasel in the background, but then for some reason Oda's like, shit, throws a dart at a board. That guy.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Wouldn't it have been like way more of an impact if it was like Marco?
But like Marco's so close, he wouldn't do it.
But like,
so close.
Wouldn't that make more of an emotional impact to the point where like everybody else would, as they did, question their loyalty to Whitebeard momentarily because they're like, fuck Marco? But no, it's Squarrd. And everyone's like, oh my God, Squarrd. And it's like, what fucking division commander is he? If he's a commander?
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's a commander. He's just on the crew.
I don't, yeah. It's just, yeah, it was... I don't know. I mean, I don't think it could have been Marco, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, should have been...
Could have been Diamond Jozu.
It could have been some...
Could have been Thunderlord McGuy.
Yeah.
No, Thunderlord McGuy's not... He's an allied pirate. I don't believe he's a...
yeah, I think he's just like a...
He's not a Whitebeard pirate. Even though they're all his sons.
They're all his sons. It still grosses me out a little bit when he does that. It's like an 80-year-old man hugging a 60-year-old man and saying, my son, which he could be his dad, but it's still...
I don't know. I was okay with it. Yeah, we will get there.
It feels culty.
I was uncomfortable the way he was hugging Squarrd because he was just pushing Squarrd into his bloody hole in his chest. Spoilers. That's like Squarrd just like, oh God, you're bleeding in my mouth, please.
Okay. That's later. Episode 471. We got fucking pacifistas. They're blowing everyone up. A lot
happens in these episodes, Mike, but also nothing fucking happens in these episodes.
It's incredible.
It's just fighting.
I'm like, these episodes could have been 2 episodes.
These episodes could have been an episode and a half at most.
Yeah. I'm sure it's like these episodes are like 5 pages in the manga.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck it. I do think it's very funny that the One Piece trick of like, this guy, scariest motherfucker you've ever seen. Vomits, lasers, impossible. Government's like, yeah, we're going to mass produce this dude. Scary. Mm-hmm. Big bear man. Yeah. Built like a stage magician.
Yeah. It's true. He does look like Penn from Penn and Teller.
He's built like your uncle who you see and you're like, how are those legs so small on that man? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's why that's the. I think it struck me because all the pacifistas vomiting lasers didn't feel that scary, but the context of it is like, these fuckers are scary, and it would be scary if a big man started vomiting lasers at me.
Yeah.
But as a viewer, I don't know what it was. It was just like, I'm like, these are just a bunch of big teddy bear, man.
It reminded me of, I don't watch South Park anymore, but there was an episode of South Park that I watched when I was in college where they go to like the Genius Bar at an Apple store, and all of the Apple Store employees have to like do something to help them with their iPad, I think. And all the Apple Store guys get into like a circle, and then they just go, "Wah!" and a laser shoots out their mouth, and then all their lasers combine. And that's what the Kumas shooting lasers out of their mouth reminded me of, is just a bunch of Apple Store employees going, "Wah!"
He does give Apple Store employee, doesn't he?
He does. He
gets away with like wearing his like fake tail
in white pants.
White pants. Bold. That's what's scary about him.
Yeah,
that's what's scary about
Donflamingo.
You can tell somebody's a real motherfucker because they're wearing white pants.
Do you think? Sorry, we're going way off. Do you think Donflamingo? This is 2 things. His name does have flamingo in it.
Yeah.
Do you think, like a bird, he poops white, and that's why he wears white pants, because he's always got a poopy butt?
Squawk, squawk, squawk. It's cloaca talk.
Squawk, squawk, squawk. It's cloaca talk. Here we are.
Yeah, I would say you look at the anatomy on that man, you can tell that he cannot control his bowel movements because he's poopy butt Donflamingo.
Of course,
that's probably half his problem.
Yeah,
and it is just it's a universal hole.
It's just his cloaca is always open.
Yeah,
like a 7-Eleven.
I think when he moves his fingers, he's flicking his stink at people.
Ooh.
And they're like, he's so stinky, I have to do what he wants.
Ooh, and then when he does the little flick slice, he's just flicking like a real hard stench. Just pew.
Yeah, like condensed stinky. My name's Donflamingo, and I'm the big stinky man.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I did notice a flamingo move from Donflamingo that we will talk about later.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Pacifistas vomiting everywhere. Everyone's freaking out. They're watching on TV. They're like, holy shit, look at all those guys. I remember when they were on Saboti fucking shit up. Then Thunderlord Magai just goes, I've figured it all out.
Yep.
And explains the plot so far. That they leaked the expedited execution to trap all the pirates inside the bay, but Whitebeard saw that and told all the other pirates to stay outside and attack the marine ships, so they didn't get trapped.
But then Aokiji does he make it this time? I thought I was already there. There's like an extra ring of ice outside of Marineford that's holding everybody in.
That's from the waves, like when the waves came in, and then he froze the waves.
Yeah.
So that's been there.
Yeah, so ultimately they are boxed in, but they're boxed in outside of the initial box-in area.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's now Kiji thing.
Yeah, that's a Kuzan thing.
We get, anytime it shows the pacifistas, we get about 30 seconds to a minute of explosions and like pirates screaming.
Yep.
They mentioned the pacifistas are even hitting the Marines.
Yeah.
Whitebeard is telling everybody to push forward. Everybody's going to push forward a lot of times. Mm-hmm. It is incredible. I think they're only going like 100 feet.
At most. Every time they're like, go forward, they move like maybe 10 feet, I think. They really don't go far.
We get the like charge forward thing like 5 more times.
Yeah,
the amount
of times that Luffy starts sprinting and then falls in the water and then fucking Jimby gets him out of the water is crazy. It happens to the point where Jimby has a line where he's like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, it's like, come on, Jesus.
Yeah.
The captains outside of the bay start going to fight the pacifistas. I just have a note that says Thunderlord is so cool.
He's so fucking cool. He's got that big twin-billy mustache.
Yeah, he has the fucking sword and it like electrocutes.
Yeah.
It's like all the electricity going down it. You're like, hell yeah. Do you think, I bet they had to keep Thunderlord McGuy back because they were worried that he would kill Mihawk.
Ooh. Or he would like out-electrify Eneru. Oh, you mean just like back at Marineford. I thought you meant like Oda kept Thunderlord McGuy at bay because he didn't
yeah. Thunderlord McGuy like leaned in and was like, "Hey Oda, put me in, bro." And he's like, "No, I can't. You'd kill Eneru too quickly."
Yep.
He'd be like, "No, put me in. I want to be a Straw Hat." And he's like, "No, you're gonna be your own captain. You can't. You're too strong, Thunderlord.
Thunderlord.
Pull back.
You'll be too popular. You'll be more popular than Luffy.
If you used 20% of your power, you destroy my manga." Be like, okay,
that's fair. Luffy runs into Kizaru. Jimby jumps in to get in the way.
Yep. The sword magician and Mihawk keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Roseman.
There's Double Guns Curiel. I called him Double.
Oh yeah.
I called him Double Guns. Curiel, he shoots Gecko Moria's bats, and then Gecko Moria's like, "Yeah, that's so good. I love it. Yeah."
We get like a bunch of like Luffy versus Yellow Suit. Man, Kizaru, whatever. It's like fine. Everybody's like matched up with somebody, and then it's fucking and then it's just Moria fighting a guy.
Yeah,
he's like, "I'm Mr. Pistols," and you're like, "Who the fuck?"
Smoker's still fighting Boa, and Tashigi's like, "We gotta go," and Smoker's like, "Okay." And
Smoker's really, I think, concerned about the situation. I think he's like going through his mind. He's like, "Tashigi, I think this woman's in love with a minor. I think I gotta do something about this." Tashigi.
Smokers cannot be concerned with the war anymore. Now he's just like, "I need to get this grown woman away from Straw Hat Luffy."
He's like, I just want to arrest him because he's a fearsome criminal, but like this, I don't know. This seems messed up.
Yeah, he needs to sit her down in a kitchen and be like, "I bet you're wondering why I brought you here."
It's like, I'm pretty sure she's as old as the lady from the party bar back on Luffy's home island. I'm pretty sure they're the same age. That seems weird, right?
Yeah.
Tashigi goes, "Yeah, and my name's Kuina. Let's go, idiot." He goes, "Okay."
He just goes,
she dangles a cigar on a stick and lures him away. Lung cancer. You
want a little hit? Come on, a little taste. I blacked out a little bit between this and the buggy declaration on the video transponder snail. I don't think anything happened. I think it was just more guys getting killed.
There's like the video feed started going down. Yeah. There's one of the background commander guys is just this huge buff bald man with a mustache and a cigar, and he's not like Mr. Clean Bald. He's like balding.
Yeah,
that man's design is everything to me.
Yeah, is that
give me a
really...
fucking anime about it. Give me an anime about that dude. And he's got like a big butt chin.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
We get the video feeds going down, and it's like doing this sweeping declaration, being like, "Here he is, everyone. I'm a member of Gold D. Rogers' crew. The living legend himself, Buggy D. Clown." We don't know if his middle initials D.
Buggy has a fucking light crew and a makeup team.
Yeah, he's got it. Those prisoners will do fucking anything for him.
I forgot he just exploded too, because it's he has the fucking jacket too. He's got I didn't realize he had a marine jacket.
Yeah,
but he's got the thing that says like Ultimate Justice or whatever crossed out.
Yeah,
fucking that's a fit.
Yeah, and he fucking turns around and he's got a nosebleed, and they're like,
and missing a tooth. So and he's just like, I'm Buggy. Gotta love me.
Yeah. I'm Buggy the Clown. I'm the living legend in the flesh.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a good Buggy. I think your Buggy has gotten like, I think you perfected your Buggy.
I don't know. It comes and goes. I thought last episode we recorded, I thought my Garp impression was actually pretty good, but I don't think I can replicate it again. But at the time I was listening, I was like, that's a pretty good Garp.
Look for us at Anime Boston 2027 as Buggy and Foxy.
It's true. I'll be the
2028. We'll be there.
I'll be the one dressed as Buggy D. Clown Nefertari.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be the sexy one.
I'll be wearing Vivi's outfit from Alabasta, but with a Buggy the Clown face.
We could dress as like Buggy and Foxy if they had a one night stand with each other and they got their outfits mixed up.
Oh, and they're like fucking smeared, like makeup smeared all over each other's face and stuff. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It's not weird at all.
No, it's not weird at all.
It's not weird at all.
It's not weird at all.
Yeah.
Matt, nobody's written fan fiction about us.
About
I check
us?
archive. I'm checking. Are
you talking about us specifically, or you mean us as Foxy and Buggy?
Whichever. I don't know. I just feel like if our fans loved us, don't do that. Actually, I don't want to know about it.
Do you think anyone listens to the podcast and thinks about us?
Squarrd shows up. Buggy has to do the bit twice. They take two takes. Squarrd shows up.
Donflamingo me till I squarred. Anyway.
I couldn't fucking understand. I couldn't understand what you just said.
I said
I Donflamingo'd till I squarred.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna squarred.
Oh, I'm gonna squarred.
The MVP is Buggy's production team.
It's good. It's great. The end of the episode, Squarrd walks up to Whitebeard on his ship, and I wrote
he's acting fucking weird.
He's being so weird, and then before anything even happened, I just wrote the line, "I don't like Squarrd." And then Whitebeard starts doing a speech like he's Dom Toretto, being like, "Everyone is part of my family. I love my family. Family is life." Oh my God,
Vin Diesel as Whitebeard?
Vin Diesel as Whitebeard would be the most perfect thing in the entire world. Just like standing there, he's got the big upturned mustache, but the rest of him's bald. And he's like, he would take it so seriously, like punching the air, and he'd be like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh."
Yeah, he'd be really into it. I was thinking about how I wanted Keanu Reeves as Kuma.
Ooh, yeah, hell yeah.
I really like the Bible.
You thought this was going to be a street fight, and he punches the air, cracking it into bits. You're goddamn right. And then, anyway, and then Squarrd fucking stabs Whitebeard in the chest, and he says, "I'm not part of your family," and stabs Whitebeard in the chest.
It's a dramatic moment, and the man's health is not great, as we've seen. But also, like, I feel like stabbing somebody doesn't do that much.
In One Piece?
In this world.
No.
I think somebody could stab me through the chest in One Piece, and I would be okay.
you can also see when he stabs Whitebeard through the chest, he also has like sewn up scars from definitely being stabbed in the chest many other times. At least 4 other times he was stabbed in the chest.
We're in the world where Usopp has been nuked like 5 times.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's the way it is. But there will be a bullet that will just kill somebody instantly.
It's true.
It's fine.
Or a lot of bullets and cannons and laser beams to the forehead.
Nobody dies. Nobody dies.
I think by the end of some of these episodes, one specific character came back to life and then died.
No, I think he came back to life because he was alive. And then he was like, I'm going to take another nap and I'll be awake in 5 more episodes when it's convenient.
We'll talk more about Orange Jr. in a bit.
Okay.
Episode 472.
Ace's best friend, Squarrd. Hey, everybody.
It wasn't Thatch. It was Squarrd. Squarrd was his best friend the whole time, I guess.
Squard. Everybody loves Squard.
I feel like it could have been Marco. It would have been...
What? But I feel like if anybody was like, hey, Marco, Whitebeard's going to betray you, he'd be like, I'm going to kill you for saying that. I think Marco's fully indoctrinated into the cult of Whitebeard.
The way that they presented him, I feel like they could have... I don't know.
Gone that way?
I don't think Squard... I can confirm. Was Squard...
I mean, I think it would have to be like just a dude, like a guy on his crew. I don't think it would be...
Is Squard a Whitebeard commander?
It could have been like Sword Dude.
He's a captain in the Whitebeard Pirates, but he's not a commander. So he's not one of the... I just like... It could have... I guess it could have been any of the commanders, but I guess it makes more sense that it's not one of the commanders because the commanders are all in on Whitebeard.
Or like, I don't know if it's an anime pacing thing, but like having maybe like sprinkle Squard in there a little bit more than just like, I'm Squard. And then he's like, who are you? And then, hey, Whitebeard, stab. And you're like, who the fuck? And then the next is like, oh shit, we have to do an episode to tell everybody why they care about Squard. And everyone's like, he's like a nasty little freak, but not in like the way we want.
Yeah. Or don't make him look like what's his name from Lord of the Rings.
He does look like a piece of shit. Like, no offense, Squard, but
no, full offense.
I think if he wasn't surrounded by better people, he would have been pretty bad because we saw him at his lowest tier. You know, needless to say, beginning of this episode, everyone is a little surprised.
Oh, just a little bit surprised that Squard stabbed Whitebeard,
except for Mihawk and like the admirals.
Yeah, they're like nice.
Yeah, they're like, this is cool. Well, except for Yellow, who's just like pursed lips going, oh.
Yeah. We could talk about this more later because they're all lined up later, but the 3 admirals are definitely just like the legendary birds from Pokemon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, they got red, blue, yellow. There they are. It's great. It's perfect.
Oh, man. I can't wait for Luffy to ruin their dreams.
Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres.
Yeah.
There they are.
Trace.
There they are.
They are.
Whoa!
Did you not know that?
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. They have numbers in their names.
It's literally like Arctic, like cold number 1, and then hot, or
you just blew my
number 2.
Fucking mind. Oh my God.
Whoa! Dude, the dude who localized all the early Pokemon games was on another fucking level. I forget his name, but like you can like look up videos on it. That dude was fucking. And then I love that shit. And then he's like, "What do we call this seal?" I'll call it fucking seal.
Yeah. Oh my God. You just blew my fucking mind, Michael. Oh, hell yeah. I hope that guy's also the guy that named that ice cream cone Vanillish.
I don't think.
fucking love that ice cream
It's like
cone.
vanilla. It's vanilla-ish.
Yeah, I love that ice cream cone. Isn't there...
Has anybody drawn the Straw Hats as Pokemon trainers?
I would be surprised if no one...
They must.
If they didn't.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised.
I think...
You can tell we cared so much about Squarrd stabbing Whitebeard.
I think Zoro would have a Snorlax.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
But it would also have the belly scar.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
The fuck was I gonna... whatever.
Anyway, Squarrd stabs Whitebeard.
Everyone's
everyone's pissed. They're like, what's happening?
I also wrote that Thunderlord Magai would never do that.
No, he would. He
would never do it.
He's too good.
Also,
of a
the stabbing was filmed.
Yeah.
They caught that on camera.
Sent out to Saba Odi at least.
Yeah.
We get flashback of Whitebeard finding Squarrd. He was a mess. Gold Roger apparently killed Squard's entire crew, so he was just being a dingle, drinking and his pain away. He thinks Whitebeard, he basically fell for the bullshit that Sengoku was spouting, that Whitebeard's goal was to make Ace the new king of the pirates at all costs, despite all this other bullshit going on. And Squard's like, well, Gold Roger, Ace's dad, killed my crew, so I don't like Ace, so fuck you, Whitebeard.
Yeah. It takes Whitebeard an hour to do anything.
It does. He's calculated.
He will just squint.
He's calculated. He's thinking. He's going through all the scenarios. He's like, I could just kill this fucking guy because I'm that good. Or, and then he goes, it's like he Jimmy Neutron brain blasts every time someone does anything. It's just that going inside Whitebeard's ear, and then you see like a brain floating around and all the electrical signals going, and he's just like, what can I do here? And then
I was gonna say, do you know that show You on Netflix?
No.
It's about like a creepy dude, and he's bad to women. But he narrates a lot. There's a lot of narration.
Yeah.
So it's just like stills of him as he's narrating.
Yeah.
But people have edited out him narrating, so it's just like him staring for like a minute at somebody as they just like have to try to act natural.
That's pretty funny.
I think there's a narration we're not getting.
That's
going on.
That's
in
pretty
his
funny,
head.
actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. I do think Whitebeard is like going through all the scenarios where he's like, this guy just stabbed me, I could kill him. Or if I embrace him with love conquers all, you know?
Yeah. I think for this like situation for sure. I guess like the other ones I kind of justified it in my head that he's really old and not doing great. Like the old ticker is like, he's like, I can do 10 things.
Yep.
If I do more than 10 things, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Because my lungs are bad and I can't stop drinking alcohol.
It's true. It's true.
It's like pancreatitis out the wazoo.
Yep. Anyway, he stares for a while.
Yeah.
And then
Hold
Squard...
on.
What?
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. Squard's basically saying like Whitebeard... deliberately in teaming up with the Marines has like manufactured this whole bullshit that he and the Marines manufactured this fight, and that basically like it's a way to just get rid of a bunch of other pirates so that Ace can become the new king of the pirates. So he's like, that's why you had the allied pirates stay outside of the bay, and now they're all getting killed. And, like, just a bunch of bullshit that Akainu told him. And it's like, Squarrd,
fucking cop with a neck tattoo comes up to you and says, you know that guy who saved your life and loves you? He doesn't love you.
Yeah. And Squard's just
and
like, you're right. You're totally right. Wow. I never believed it. And then fucking, it was so dramatic. And then Marco just rolls up and grabs Squard. And he's just like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
I fucking love Marco through all these episodes.
Marco's
just,
great.
No emotion, just kind of like, I'm so bored with this. And just like flies in. He's like, I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Except when he sees a Luffy, he goes, I like this guy.
Yeah. The one time he shows any emotion is when he looks at Luffy and he's like, fuck yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah. I am gonna start utilizing the Luffy method of I don't give a shit who you are. I'm gonna call you like buddy or like just meet the president of the United States and be like, "What's up, dude? Like, how you doing?
What's up, pal?"
I mean, at this point, not really a prestigious position.
I don't think I don't think the Fun Piece podcast is going to the White House anytime soon, Mike.
Oh, I got plans. I've been talking to some people. I got some hookup.
The first anime
Let's just
podcast.
say we're going to be on the campaign trail.
The first anime podcast broadcast from the bowling alley of the White House. Anyway, Squarrd keeps saying Marines made a deal with Whitebeard. Aokiji then freezes Buggy and his crew to stop the video feed because Sengoku's like, why's the feed still up? We got to get rid of that. And then so he freezes Buggy in the video feed. Crocodile calls out Whitebeard being like, you can't die this easily, old man. I got to kill you.
Yeah. He's very pissed. There's a lot of reaction shots. Assume all of this is like interspliced with like 50 reaction shots from everybody.
It's the same because there's like all of these reaction shots, and then later when like everyone feels good again, and there's just more of the same, being like, "Oh right, yeah, let's do it."
Yeah,
it's like ugh, not ugh, but it was just like drawn out.
We got to stretch. We're stretching.
Yeah. What does Whitebeard do in the face of Squarrd stabbing him in the chest and all this bullshit? He pulls Squarrd into the sloppiest, bloodiest hug.
Yeah, he's like, put your nose in my hole.
Put your nose in my chest hole. Wiggle it around. Get a good sniff.
Put those kitty lips on my chest hole. I don't know if we've described Squarrd. He's like a tall man, balding with long pink hair.
Stringy, greasy hair.
Sharp teeth, no eyebrows. Eye patch?
Yeah, he's got like a weird head eye patch band thing going on. Like it's kind of an eye patch, but also just.
And then he's got like cute cat, like cartoon cat, like Garfield upper lip.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
And then sharp teeth. It's really weird. It's like somebody took like a cute little anime girl and shook him up in a cup.
Yeah.
And then that fell out.
Someone spent a really long time doing a cute anime girl create a character in Elden Ring, but then just hit like randomize a couple of elements.
It's what Hatsune Miku is going to look like in 10 years.
She age.
She's not going to age well.
Yeah, not going to
all
age
that
well.
partying.
Yeah.
All that partying is not good for her.
Mm-hmm. That's what Skatsune Miku looks like right now.
Oh my god. Is that a thing?
Skatsune Miku? Yeah. Look it up.
What?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
You didn't know that?
No.
Well, that's the end of that's the music for the end of the episode then. Everyone, you should go listen to Skatsune Miku. It's great. It's just Hatsune Miku, but ska.
Hell yeah.
Mike's looking
That's incredible.
Yeah, right? If you can think of anything, there's probably a ska version of it. Anyway, Whitebeard gives a big old hug to Squarrd, shoving his face in his bloody hole, and he tells Squarrd that he still loves him, even if he's a damn fool. And then he asks who convinced Squarrd of the bullshit, and then he's like, Akainu. And then he continues to hug him, being like, it's ridiculous to blame the sins of the father on the child. Ace has been nothing but like a brother to you as my son, blah, 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 blah. I don't play favorites as everyone's dad. I don't know.
As your daddy, I would never pick favorites.
I'd never pick favorites, except I'm going to have all of my sons go save this very one specific son.
Ignore the fact that I am sacrificing basically everything for Ace.
For Ace, this one specific son of mine. That's definitely not my biological son.
It's just that he's not my favorite. It's just that he's better than everyone.
He's not better than Marco, but Marco understands that he's very important.
Yes.
To
me.
Marco
is my favorite, actually.
Yeah. I really need
That's why
Ace.
I buy him those nice shoes.
I can't make fire without Ace, and Ace makes fire really good. And when I need to sit in my very special sauna on the Moby Dick, it needs to be hot in there. And Ace is the only one who helps with that. It's a really important thing for me, okay?
He also knows all my computer passwords. I don't remember any of them. Ace has them all written down or memorized. And if he dies, I can't get back into my YouTube Kids, my YouTube Kids account.
And I can't start at 0 again. I've cultivated an algorithm of my likes and my favorites. I can't do that again. It'll take too long.
Do you think his nurses were on the boat?
No.
When it exploded? Okay.
I don't think they brought the nurses to the war.
Oh, it would have been fucking great if it's like nurse squad, go.
Or maybe the
they patch him up really quick.
Hop, 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 hop.
They're like, this happens every day. It's fine.
Yeah.
Guy's just walking and he impales himself.
Yeah. Whitebeard stops hugging and he's like, let's move on. And he punches the air again. He takes down the frozen seawalls that are blocking all the allied pirates as they're getting murdered by Kumas.
Yep. He's like, you can leave if you want to, because a pirate makes his own decisions.
Yep. And then Squarrd's just shaking and sobbing and throwing up with guilt and relief because he's just like, what have I done?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. So that's the end of the episode. Whitebeard's like, everybody move in. They're all like, we love you, Whitebeard.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of shots of all the allied pirates again being like, oh yeah, he is the man. Fuck Squarrd. And then Whitebeard does call Crocodile Crocobum.
Yeah. Which
was awesome. And I wrote that note. I said he called Crocobum. Whitebeard's the fucking man.
I also like that Crocodile's like, I can't, like, you defeated me once, and it's like, who the fuck hasn't beaten Crocodile at this point?
Yeah, fucking
has Crocodile ever won a fight?
I don't think he's won a fight. He won that one fight with Luffy, maybe.
Barely.
And that was because he had the high ground. They were inside of a like a bowl shape of sorts, and Luffy was down the bottom. He had the high ground. And of course, when you have the high ground, you're going to win.
Yeah. He did beat some small fry pirates at one time, but he only really won at like criminal logistics.
Yeah. I mean, Koza could beat Crocodile.
Dude, yeah.
Remember
honestly,
Koza?
Koza probably could have beaten Crocodile. Turns out, sand, not that threatening. Turns out,
yeah, you just throw a bucket of water.
Yeah, he's like, Luffy's literally just wet earlier on. He's like, Straw Hat's figured out my every move. He knows my every weakness. It's like being soft. He wouldn't be able to fight anybody because you start to sweat during a fight.
Yeah.
Then you can punch Crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Foxy would beat Crocodile.
I mean, that's not fair. Foxy would beat everybody.
I mean, that's true. Except maybe Scratch Minapoo. Or
he
Buggy.
Might be distracted by those funky beats.
Yeah. He'd be like, oh, I love it, these beats so much. Play me a song, Scratch. Yes, Scratch Minapoo.
I'm genuinely upset that we don't have a Foxy Buggy team up. Because could you imagine Foxy with
we got
like
that.
a trio of Buggy? We did get that in that other one.
Yeah, the historical arc part 1.
If we got the Bermuda Triangle of Joy, which is Buggy, Mr. 3, Foxy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never say never. We might get it. You never know.
Oh my god, it'd be incredible.
It's me, Foxy. The beautiful Foxy Silver Foxy. Why isn't Silver Fox Foxy an allied pirate? That's what I want to know.
He couldn't be bothered.
He couldn't. Maybe he's like...
He'd just be like, you just see him in the background with a big sack full of pirates as he like scoops them up and puts them in a bag, and he's like, meh.
Maybe Whitebeard lost a bunch of his sons to Foxy, and so he's like, I can't work with him. He took too many of my boys.
He's like, I can't beat that guy in a Davy back fight.
Yeah.
He's too good.
It's like he took my sons from me. I can't ever go back. My sons love him too much. They forgot about me.
He just has cotton candy on call.
Yeah.
How do you compete? You can't.
That Silver Fox Foxy stole my sons from me, and then my son said, wow, this guy's way better of a dad than our real dad.
It's going to be crazy. Like, well,
this guy takes us to a carnival every day.
You know how if the the president dies, then like the nuclear codes go to the next person or whatever?
Foxy lets us stay up past 11 p.m. every night. Sorry. Yes.
And he lets us sleep in. Do you think it's like the order of like who's going to be the pirate to like protect all the different things that Whitebeard's protecting right now?
Yeah.
Like you'd think it's Shanks, but it is just Foxy. Yeah. Foxy's like, I'm a protect the fisherman island. I love it, the fishman.
I love it, the fishman. I make pancakes for breakfast for everyone every day. And they love it. They love my pancakes. I got my special slow recipe. You know what it is? Grapes.
It's grapes. I use them as slow cooker.
I put my face on every waffle. People love it. They eat all around my face and they kiss me before they take the last bites.
You remember the faces that I shot at Strawhead and Luffy? Those were just pancakes that I had left over and they put them in the freezer so they're hard.
Foxy's the best.
Man, I fucking miss him so much.
He'll be back someday.
It's just like I wish they would do a good villain again.
Truly.
It's just been a desert, you know?
Yeah. A desert on the sea.
On the sea.
Episode. Or did you have MVPs this episode?
Oh yeah, MVP is big nasty hugs.
Episode 473.
473. The title is Orsn't You Glad He Died There? But then I crossed out died and wrote fell, and it was before I watched the next episode that I did that because I was like, he didn't fucking die.
It seemed pretty finite. I wrote.
They sure did say it a lot.
They said, "Wow, he's dead." Yeah, they were like, "That's a noble death. He may be dead."
Definitely dead. KO'd.
Look at his body.
Not even alive
his
anymore.
Dead body.
I can smell him rotting.
Yep. Anyway, everyone's rushing in. Marines are firing cannons. Whitebeard's punching the air.
Yeah, so it's like tremors in the air too.
Yeah.
Just like wherever.
No
rules.
No rules. No parents. Foxy all night. Marines activate a wall circle around the bay, but Aokiji's ice stops it. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his ice is too thick. And I was like, did Aokiji do it on purpose? But I don't think he did.
No, he did. I wish he did.
It would have made him a little bit redeeming.
Yeah.
Squarrd. Yeah, Eva points out the Marines are like retreating to Jimby, and then like they.
Yeah.
It's the whole Aokiji thing.
Yep. Squarrd's all fucked up. He's all upset. Everyone's mad at him. He's really sorry. And then Marco just rolls up and he's like, pull it together.
Yeah, like literally it's just like, get the fuck over it, man.
Get
like
over yourself. You stabbed Dad with a sword and he said, it's okay. Move on. Get over it.
Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah. Dad put your face in his bloody hole, and everyone said, don't care about the stab. Move on, buddy.
And then Marco leans down a little bit closer to Squarrd's ear, and he just goes, you know how it's my birthday in 2 weeks, and I was going to have the bounce house? And Squarrd goes, yeah. He goes, you're not fucking invited anymore. Deal with it.
He says, I'll let you in the bounce, and maybe I'll think about it, but really, if I let you in the bounce house, we're just going to unplug it while you're in there, and it's going to deflate, and you're going to get stuck the whole afternoon. You're not going to be able to get out because you're going to be stuck in the deflated bounce house.
And you don't get allowance for a month.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone...
And and no screen time.
Yep. And then, for the next 2 weeks, up until my birthday, at 1 a.m. every day, everyone's going to hold your blankets down on either side so you can't get up. And then we're going to put bars of soap in socks and beat the fuck out of you with those bars of soap on your belly. And you're just going to have bruises on your belly, but you can't show Dad because you fucking stabbed him.
What the fuck?
But no one's going to see the bruises. They're just going to think you're being a little jerk.
Matt, did somebody do that to you?
No.
That got so dark. That got so dark.
Sorry. Sorry. And then Dad says you can't have any cookies in the cookie jar.
And then he does the thing where he starts to walk away, and then he like spins around and does like the thrust forward, and like Squirrd flinches.
And then he just goes, get it together.
Started with birthday bounce house, and you went to beating him with bars of Oh my god.
Anyway.
Hey, anybody, if you're experiencing abuse of any kind, let somebody you know and trust. Just be aware of it. You're loved. You're supported. There's places you can go to.
There are, yes.
For help.
This is true.
Anyway, Vice Admiral John Giant.
Please don't. Yeah, never mind. Yep. Tell someone, please.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make a joke out of that.
Don't. Yeah. Is this dude's name Vice Admiral John Giant?
This dude's name is Vice Admiral John Giant. I giggled so hard.
Okay. I didn't think I heard it right, and I wrote that down. No. And I was like, if it's not, it should be.
That's
and
his
it is.
real name. That's his real
Yeah.
Yep.
He fucking goes in for the kill on Whitebeard. Whitebeard blocks it, throws his like staff to the side, and then just grabs Reality.
Yep.
And slams it down. Like his fingers go in, like he grabs the air and pulls it, and then the world tilts.
He just turns gravity sideways with the grab of a finger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Multiple. Dude fingers the earth.
But not like Donflamingo fingers the earth. That's a different kind of fingering.
No, that's like he finds an anthill and he sticks his pinky in it.
Yeah. The sea starts lifting in like tiered, tilted waves because of this.
Yep. And like everybody's like, holy shit. Luffy's like, what the hell? Donflamingo is loving it.
He's like that old SOB's got style.
Do you think the Marines have an agreement? It's like, if you work for us in any capacity, you aren't allowed to cuss.
Maybe. That would be pretty... Yeah, you can't say bitch.
Yeah. Every time he does, he has to put like $1 in the swear jar.
Yeah. That jar is full. His jar is overflowed.
I only save it for the really bad words.
Luffy falls into a chasm as the ice breaking open. Jimby catches him again.
Yeah. John Giant gets like back up, and then fucking Whitebeard leaps up and tremor punches it. Like does the shockwave punch into his chest.
Yeah.
It is cool. I'm a sucker for when somebody punches and there's like a big like whoosh, and then there's you wait a beat and then everything goes flying.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Hell yeah. Whitebeard sends a shockwave directly at Ace's scaffolding where he's being about to be executed, but it's blocked by the admirals.
I was so fucking pissed at this because I was like, oh shit, did Sengoku just...
I also thought it was Sengoku.
If Sengoku just did that and there was no explanation...
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
He's just like still standing. You just be like, what? Because I am curious, like, is Sengoku just a dude or is he like... tough shit. I kind of get a hint that he has more going on.
I think he has more going on than we realize based on what we've been watching, and also historian telling me, wait till you see Sengoku fight.
He's
just like, reroute all the power to the walls. We've got the walls won't go up. We've got to reroute all the walls.
Sounds like a 1920s radio announcer.
He does. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like this. He's got his eye on
There's one fucking voice actor who is like voicing background Marines and pirates, who's also kind of like a little like wet sounding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He just won't stop talking about walls.
No, he won't. He's like, where are the walls? Gotta bring those walls up.
Luffy goes to slingshot himself, but as he starts to, the walls go up. Yep. And then there's cannons inside the walls pointed down at the harbor.
But one wall didn't go up, Matt.
No, it didn't, because Orz's body's blocking it, and his blood's blocked the system.
It is really good. It's like, he's too heavy for the system. Also, he's bleeding into it, and it's malfunctioning.
Yeah, I think they needed to say that, so when he got up, it didn't just go up.
Like, launch him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing he's definitely dead.
Sengoku calls...
I even wrote a note. Shit, I guess Orz Jr. is dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's the first time,
yeah,
as far as I know, where this show has been like...
They're dead.
That guy is dead.
Yeah. They're like, now that's a noble death. He may be dead, but he's still fighting.
Normally, somebody will get shot in the face, and then they'll be like, wow, he looks like he's having a tough time. I can't believe he got taken out or knocked out like that.
No, they said he's dead.
Nope.
Sengoku calls for Akainu to be swift. And then he's just like, well, a meteor volcano. And then he shoots his fists into the air, making lava fists go into the air and then down into the bay, where all the pirates are trapped because the walls.
Yeah. Big old lava fists. Luffy is like, oh my god.
Fucking, this was happening. And
I also get like, what?
This is happening. And I'm just thinking about if when Luffy gets back to the other Straw Hats, and Chopper's like, man, the past 2 years were really tough. I was hanging out with these big birds. And Nami's like, yeah, I was with this weather guy who kept saying, hey, 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 hey. And Luffy's just like, they were trying to kill my brother. And I was in this bay, and these lava fists were coming down and boiling the sea. And I kept almost drowning a lot, and this big fish guy kept having to pull me out of the water. And like, my grandpa was just watching, not helping at all. And just like completely traumatized.
I met and got kicked by every single major political figure in the world.
Yeah. Just fucking chain smoking cigarettes. Just like...
But no, they're going to find Luffy. It's like, Luffy, what happened to you? He's like, nothing.
Yeah. The person who will be chain smoking cigarettes is going to be Sanji, even though he just put on a dress and looked really beautiful.
They're like, Sanji, what happened to you? And he's like, I think I want to be a woman. And they're like, what? Nothing happened.
Yeah.
To me. I'm not transphobic.
Yeah.
You're transphobic.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
They're like, Sanji, you're not allowed to go on Twitter because we're worried you're going to get canceled.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, Zoro's probably going to be like, I was the most traumatized because he was just with Perona for 2 years. Anyway, that's the end of the episode.
Fuck it. Yeah.
They're all getting rained lava, fire, boiling sea shit happening. Yeah. And they're all going to
like 10 minutes of explosion and screaming. And the MVP for this is Whitebeard looking solemn while all his men explode.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And it's like, you punched cannonballs out of the air. Could you have maybe tremor fisted these big fists out of the air?
Yeah,
because I feel like Earthquake beat Volcano.
Earthquake would beat Volcano, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout all this, I just kept being like, why aren't the people who can fly flying? Why aren't the people who can fly flying, Michael?
It feels like, we assume, I guess if Marco went to just go grab Ace, he would probably get teamed up on by all the admirals, and that would be a bad time for him. I was thinking of that.
He could have done that.
We don't know what Sengoku. Sengoku's there, and then we know Garp is probably capable of shit we can't even understand yet.
Yeah.
Like, Garp, Luffy's afraid of Garp.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot. I think the only person Luffy's afraid of is Garp, but that's also, like, childhood trauma.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just thought about? That's really nasty. Like,
what?
The nastiest thing. Do you think Absalom's lurking somewhere invisible, just like lurking in Marineford somewhere? Because Gecko Moore is like, there. So he's like around just
in
like,
his pocket.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, yeah, let me just be a little invisible man. Yeah.
He's probably like in his little pocket, like with Dr. Robotnik there. What's his name? Hogback. And they're just playing cards.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just like in his little gecko purse.
Yeah. That's what he calls his butt.
It does feel like we should see Marco doing a lot more.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
It's a delayed reaction. But yeah, Marco should be like, we should see him probably taking more people out. Also, every time he kicks an admiral, they go fucking flying.
Yeah.
Like, Marco seems like the toughest motherfucker here.
Yeah, Marco seems tough as fuck. Why the fuck isn't Marco doing more?
He gets shot constantly by Yellow there, Zapdos, and, like, not affected at all. Yeah. So it seems like, you know.
He's got his fucking legendary fucking Zoan fruit just fucking...
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway,
episode 474. This episode's titled Rip the Dick.
Rip that dick.
Rip the dick.
Everyone's at Saba-Odie.
They're freaking out. But who else is watching?
All the supernovas. Every single supernova is at Saba-Odie still, even though I feel like they all got captured.
Baby, why don't you come over? I sure do love these supernovas.
I thought they all got captured by the Marines. Didn't they all get fucking captured by pacifistas?
See what happened. They all got the shit kicked out of them by pacifistas, but I think it says here that they returned to Saba-Odie, so I don't know if they also just got slapped away, and they were just like, nah, we only got slapped away like 10 feet away, so like we're back.
Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. All supernovas are hanging out. They're complaining that the video feed went away. Scratch Menapoo, of course, is the smartest, and he's like, the Marines don't want us to see this.
Yeah.
Because
I fucking love
they're
that.
going to do some fucked up shit. That's why. And everyone's like, oh, that makes sense. And then what's his name draws tarot cards, and that's all we see of them.
I'm sure Law's cool. I like Law's crew more than I like Law at this point.
Yeah, Beppo. Beppo does a lot of work for Law.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Kid looks cool. I think Kid is, like, fun.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like... I'd be like, yeah, no, I'd be excited for him to come back and, like, see what he does in, like, a fight and, like, stuff. Right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's really... I compared him to Heisenberg from Resident Evil Village, and that's all I could think about every time I look at him now. So I'm just like, I don't care. I could take him or leave him.
I think he'll have like fun interactions with the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
I think that'll. I'm sure that's the case with Law too. Aside from Scratch Manapoo,
yeah,
the supernovas are real. Take them or leave them. I'm not really.
I like Jewelry Bonnie. She's cool.
I would like to. I don't think Jewelry Bonnie should exist as a character in media. I think that's irresponsible on Oda's part, knowing what I know about that character.
I mean, I think it's funny though if like she's fighting, like if she was fighting Kizaru and then she tapped him and then he turned into a little like baby Kizaru and he's just like, oh hey, what's going on?
Have I talked about what I know about Jewelry Bonnie before? I can't talk about it because it's a major spoiler. But
isn't she like 13?
Yeah,
I don't think that's a major spoiler. That's just.
Oh, okay. That was like a thing that was. We talked about it on the Funny-Cliff.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. She's like a child, but also sometimes she's got herself as a full-grown woman.
Yeah. It just seems.
It's not great. It's fine. It's not. I mean, they do the same fucking in like Demon Slayer. There's a character.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great in that.
No,
either.
It's not. But it's not. I don't know. I think if you're like. if you're being real like swampy about it, and you're like, oh yeah, Jewelry Bonnie, I want to like, yeah, oh yeah. But like, if it's just like, oh, she's cool, like whatever, I don't know.
It's the way that Oda draws her, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that's the issue, is that she is like very clearly sexualized as an adult.
Yeah,
the way she's drawn, it's whatever. But yeah, the supernovas seem like fun. I do like the like Skypea guy.
Yeah,
the like sky pirate dude. I'm curious about him
Rouge?
the most. Is that his name? Rouge?
Rouge.
Rouge. Yeah. I want to know. I think I'm most curious about him as like one of the supernovas.
I'm most curious about Scratch Manapoo. Don't care about Diaz Drake and his waste of a devil fruit turning into a fucking velociraptor. How is the lamest one the dinosaur? Yeah, that it makes sense because he's the lamest one. So the only thing that is redeeming is that he can turn into a dinosaur. But also, if anybody else could turn into a dinosaur, that would be great.
God,
imagine Beppo turning into a dinosaur.
Dude, if Beppo ate the dino fruit, that'd be amazing.
He's already a talking bear.
Do you think Beppo is Walking Bear's or Hiking Bear's son?
Yes. And I don't think they know each other exists.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. And Crocodile is his mom.
Crocodile's his mom. And Panda Man's his cousin, because bears all are related in One Piece. Kuma also related somehow because he's a bear man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Scratch is on to what the Navy's doing. Law's just leaving. He's like, come on, Beppo, prepare the ship. And Beppo's like, yes, sir.
Yep. Drown them all. That's what Sengoku says.
Oh, yeah, the ice is melting, the water's boiling.
Drown them all. I'm Sengoku.
Lots of explosions. Whitebeard can't bust the walls. He tries to punch one of the walls. Can't do it. Mm-hmm. Then, Big Moby Dick explodes.
Big Moby Dick
catches fire, explodes. Whitebeard has his going merry moment.
He apologizes to Moby Dick.
Yep. We don't hear the what are they called? The German boat spirit for Moby Dick.
Oh, it's the German boat spirit.
What are those called? It's what the
I don't know. You're the one who loved it so much.
I did love it.
The ferry.
You liked it too. Yeah,
the
boat ferry. It's like F something.
The Fingerlagen.
It's it's pretty close to that. Going Mary F.
I don't think it's F.
Name.
I don't think it's an F.
Oh, it's Klabauterman.
It's a Klabauterman. Yes, it's a K.
Yeah. We don't hear the Moby Dick's Klabauterman speaking to Whitebeard, but Whitebeard definitely hears it, and it goes, "Don't worry, I'm gonna be just fine."
He says, "You'll get this dick again.
I'll take all your secrets to the grave. I saw everything that happened within my walls. I'll never forget." "You're a nasty freak, Whitebeard, and now I'm dying. My name's Moby Dick.
I'm a DJ, too.
Do you want to hear my sound? You want to link to my SoundCloud page?
Mm.
You have to say yes, because I'm dying."
Anyway, it goes down.
"Tell your mom I said hi."
Sengoku calls for Ace's immediate execution. Did I skip?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Kobe and Helmeppo talk about stuff. We get a lot of just like Kobe and Helmeppo being like, this shit's fucking crazy.
Just being scared
Holy
a bunch.
Damn.
The only places...
And like a little horrified at the atrocities the Marines are committing.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, well, should we be here?
Kobe's like, I signed up a week ago. Yeah. This is crazy.
I signed up a week ago. I got jacked in 4 days.
I got killed. Oh, the revelation I had before.
Yeah.
Matt. The revelation, Squarrd, pink hair. Who else has pink hair?
Kobe. Squart's Kobe's dad.
No, Squarrd's just an old Kobe that Donflamingo pooped out because they age fast.
Oh,
that's why Kobe looks so different. It's because they age fast. They get really old really quickly, and then they die.
That makes sense.
And then he takes the rest of their hair and he adds it onto his jacket.
This makes so much sense. And that's why Squarrd is so lost and confused and untrustworthy of everyone, is because he's like, I'm only really a small child in my
like,
brain. I've only been alive for 2 weeks.
yeah. I don't know how the world works. I don't know what math is.
Yeah. I was on Gold Roger's crew, but that's a memory from past Kobe's memory. That's not my memory. That's just a memory that was locked in there. All the clones have that memory.
I can't wait until we're right about the clone Kobe saga.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. Fucking the only place for them to go is over oars.
Yep.
To safety.
So they're going over oars.
Luffy shouts.
I wrote the only way out is through Oar's hole.
Hell yeah. It's true. Luffy shouts and starts sprinting. All the pirates follow.
He's mad.
Marines raining cannons down on Luffy and all the other pirates. Luffy gets hit, but just keeps on going. He gets hit again. There's a big red screen, and he falls into the water again.
He's like screaming, and then just goes, he's like, ah!
Yeah.
And just he's like, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out of it.
And then what happens? Oars is still alive.
Because nobody dies.
Because nobody dies.
No nipples, no deaths, One Piece, Donflamingo.
He was boiled back to the living. They just had to boil him a little bit, and he wake up.
Yeah. He's like, I'm okay. It's fine.
Yeah. And then one of the Marines in the background just goes, "Did nobody check his pulse?"
Yeah. Fucking. Also, during all we see fucking Squarrd again. Squarrd's like, crazy. Can't believe I did that awful thing for no reason. And then Jimby saves Luffy again, and Luffy's like, I need a favor.
Yeah.
I need you to do something for me, big man.
Yeah. Squard's crew like hands him his sword, and they're like, time to get back in the fight. And he's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's like, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that I did anything before.
Oh my god. This fucking favor from Jimby to Luffy is so fucking good.
Yeah, fucking Big Yellow is about to shoot oars, and then like Jimby's just like, big fucking water throw.
Yep.
Like shoulder water toss thing. And
yeah.
it's just this huge wave. And it's raining, seawater everywhere, which stops Yellow Man, like Big Yellow, from shooting his blast.
Yep.
And then fucking big splash, and then Luffy's just there with a whole ass mast in his
so
hand.
fucking it's like just like the water splashes away and Luffy's just fucking standing there squatted up, just like, let's fucking go. It was so good.
So mad.
Best shit
so
ever.
mad.
The best shit ever. So good.
And then they're just like, oh man, you're never gonna get past us. They all have like their fucking boomer dad thing to say.
Yeah.
And then we see Luffy's point of view where he's just looking past them up to Ace.
Yeah.
He's like, I could not give less of a shit about you guys right now.
I know I keep saying it about like as a audience member watching this, where like validation of being like, Luffy's my boy, and seeing all the other, because like Luffy did similar fucking wicked cool shit at Enies lobby, but nobody was there to watch it happen. And now it's very similar shit's happening right now, but everyone's there to watch it happen.
Yeah,
so it's just like, they fucking know now. This boy, he's so good.
Yeah.
It's great.
He is fucking everyone's just like, that's definitely Ace's brother, because he does not think, he just does.
He just does. Yeah, everyone's like, that's Ace's brother, that's Dragon's son, that's fucking Garp's grandson.
That's Crocodile goes, that's my son too. That's my boy.
That's my son. Yeah. Best shit ever.
Fucking great. He throws the mast, Aokiji freezes it, and then he just gum Gatling stamps it and just shatters it. I feel like this should have hit those motherfuckers because it's seawater, but it just goes like through them.
Well, it was established with Kizaru that like nothing actually hits him because he's made out of light.
But Marco can hit him. Wouldn't seawater be able to hit?
I mean, for sure.
Powers.
I mean, for sure. Is it seawater though? I thought. Oh yeah, it is. I don't know
because it's covered in water.
It should hit them, but also I left it just because it was like Kizaru doesn't get hit by anything, and then Akeinu's just like melting it when it hit him.
Yeah,
and then Aokiji froze it, so he was just kind of like meh.
Yeah,
it's just weird. The legendary birds.
Yeah, and that's the end of the episode. MVP Papa Jimby for throwing his nephew Luffy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Episode 475. Our last episode of this podcast episode.
Ever. Mr. 3 busts into Marine HQ.
Bustin' makes Mr. 3 feel good.
Mr. 3's on a mission from God. I can't wait till Mr. 3 is the reason that the pirates win.
I feel
he's gonna like go. He's doing it like the Sanji thing where he's like, I've disappeared for 12 episodes and now I found the button that makes the good guys win.
He's probably ultimately he's probably gonna find the lever to like lower the walls, and then just like wax it up so no one can raise the walls.
Like wax it, snap it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do something
and clap it
like that, just because he wants to get Buggy and them out of there.
Yeah, or he'll want to get himself out, and he'll be like, "Well, this is the only way."
He's gonna find the button that closes the wall completely to the ocean and drains the whole bay, so there's no water at all.
I found the button that kills Sengoku.
It's crazy. They had it right next to the light switch in the bathroom.
It says break glass in case of Sengoku need to die. And then he shatters it and it's a Glock.
Pulls out the Glock.
Time to fuck shit up.
Luffy uses his Gum Gatling masked diversion to go to second gear and leap past the admirals. There's a bunch of fog and shit.
Yeah.
He tries to jump by, then Kizaru is like, don't think so, and then kicks him.
Kick the fucking second gear out of him, too.
Yeah. Sengoku calls for the Marines to slice Ace's head, so they go to do it. And it's like coming down, and it's like reaction shot, reaction shot, reaction shot, reaction shot,
and it's really blue.
Yeah, and it's coming down.
This was. I thought this was going to be like the same as when like Luffy predicted the future because it was like wasn't that blue?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was related, but Ace is just like, well, time to die, even though everybody's right here, and I could lean back and kick these guys still with my little slutty shoes.
Yeah. And Garp's just like, well, time to watch my grandson die. Anyway, it's about...
I hope Garp switches sides at some point in this.
Marco's watching, and he's like, I could just fly over there, but not gonna.
He's like, I'm so fast, I could do it.
I'm so fast, and I could kick those admirals pretty easily, but I'm not gonna go over there at all.
It's like, but he does sure act like he was gonna.
Yeah.
But who does show up?
Motherfucking crocodile! He just fucking slices the two executioners and launches them to who knows where.
Yeah.
I just wrote, motherfucking crocodile stops the two executioners, and Marco's there too.
Yeah. Marco's like, oh, somebody's stealing my glory. And it's like, you didn't. You keep like going and hiding in a corner and taking a cigarette break.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And then just standing there and like half smiling, being like,
Yeah.
Nice.
I love Crocodile. Like, Crocodile feels like if Mr. 3 had confidence.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, I'm actually not going to fight Whitebeard anymore because he's too weak.
Yeah.
But I will fight these two regular men with sticks.
Yeah. He also...
then he's like... I just don't want Sengoku to win now.
Yeah.
I've decided.
He just doesn't want anyone to be happy because he's not happy. So he's just looking around. He just keeps like turning around, being like, "That guy's having too good of a time. Fuck that guy. Look at that. That guy's feeling too good about himself. I don't like that."
Sorry, Sengoku, you look like you were having a good time. I couldn't have it. And then Donflamingo walks up and he's like, "Hey there, buddy crocodile. You okay? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
You want to process these feelings with me?"
Yeah.
And then Crocodile says no, and Donflamingo's like, "Well, fuck you."
Yeah. He slices his head completely off, and then it just reappears.
Yep. And then they do a fucking... So Donflamingo just does like a big kick at him.
Yeah.
I wonder if he fights like a flamingo where he doesn't use his hands.
He's like fucking the wrestler Orange Cassidy. He just keeps his hands in his pockets all the time.
Yeah, I think he's going to be like that.
I just love how like melodramatic, but also completely unserious Donflamingo and Crocodile are. Like, they're making shitty puns while they're also being so like, "This is so serious. How could you not fight with me? How could you're just gonna get in the way?" Like, just so silly. Just so silly. I don't remember what pun they make, but it's just like,
I think Donflamingo is like the Joker of One Piece.
oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, "Why'd you do that, Donflamingo?" And he's like, "I just like doing things like that. I'm just a nasty little freak.
I just like that.
I'm angry, but not really. We're having fun."
Mm-hmm.
But I've got deep-rooted problems.
I've got father issues, so I don't like your father, Whitebeard.
I've literally never been hugged by anybody.
I was born, and then they just left me in a bird's nest with a bunch of flamingos, which is why they call me Donflamingo.
My birth name was Steve, too. I don't even know why I'm called this. I had to work at Barnes & Noble for 10 years before I made it as a warlord.
These glasses are prescription. I can't wear anything but these glasses. Has nothing to do with anything. Anyway, do you have another one? Luffy starts wailing on Marines. A random Marine, maybe Vice Admiral, maybe, I don't know. He comes trying to 6-power on Luffy, and Luffy just fucking punches him. Like, I don't have the time for this.
Yeah, I was like, I want Luffy to lay this fucker out quickly, and he does.
Yeah.
He's like, "Iron Body," Luffy punches him, he's down. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Fuck. That feels like Oda just being like, actually, fuck the 6 powers. This was a bad idea. I don't know why I ever did it.
Yeah, he's doing fucking shave, he's doing his Iron Body, and Luffy just punches him, and then the guy's just like, and then dies. It's great. Aokiji
Yelling out your big punch move doesn't bother me. Yelling out the "I'm gonna move fast and nothing else" is insane to me.
Or he's like, "I'm gonna move fast. My body is gonna be hard."
Dude, everybody does that. Yeah. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
You don't have to name it.
No.
It's just blocking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People don't yell block. Aokiji fucking swipes at Luffy, but then Marco stops him.
Kicks him into the fucking stratosphere.
Boa goes to stop, but then Marco steps in and does it before Boa can, I thought that was funny. Mr. 3.
I want scenes of like Marco really giving everybody sass.
Yeah.
Like Boa being like, "I'm fabulous," and he's like, "Damn girl, you got nothing on me. I don't know what to tell you." And then he does like a hair flip, but it's just like the little tuft on the top of his head.
Yeah. And it looks so cool.
Marco does drag on the weekends.
Yeah, he does.
1000%.
Yeah, we fucking love Marco.
Yeah.
Mr. 3's inside the fucking walls of Marineford. He's freaking out. That's about it.
Yeah, I do like the paranoia of like, "Oh no, they found me," and then just nobody cares. Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Nobody knows. All
the pirates in the bay are now swimming now that the boiling sea is less boiling. They're all going towards the oars opening.
It's just the fucking Kung Pao under the fista. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
And then like the reset at the end of the field.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Chosen one.
Because those poor bastards have made the run up to the plaza
A lot.
so many times.
Yep.
So many times.
Yep.
Like at least Luffy keeps getting kicked in the face and like launched 100 feet back.
Yeah. These guys just keep getting exploded on and then flying through the air and then back in. Another coated pirate ship appears in the bay.
Oh shit! It's huge.
It's huge. It's another Whitebeard ship. But this one's a paddle boat.
Yep.
It's so fast. It's too fast. Too furious.
I love that. Like, there's a pulled out shot.
Down.
There's a pulled out shot of the bay, and it shows all the pirates swimming. And there's like just a line of the pirates, and there's so much water behind them and to the side, but the fucking ship comes up right underneath where all the pirates are, so they're all just like, "Oh my god!" Like grab on the fucking ship. I was like, "Oh my god, that'd be terrifying."
Yeah. They're all on the ship now.
It just like scoops them all up.
Yeah. Picks them all up, starts going as fast as possible straight towards Oars' body. And what does Oars do in his one last final help?
I think Whitebeard is like, Oars, I need one more thing from you, my son.
Yep.
And he grabs the ship and carries it into the plaza.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, save Ace, and falls asleep. He's not dead.
Yep. He's not.
He's absolutely not, is the thing.
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. He's canon.
We're gonna. There's a fucking cover story of, and he opens like a bakery or something.
Maybe. Anyway,
Oars Dwarves.
Oars Dwarves. Oh,
yeah. It's a catering business.
Yeah. Or it could be a carpentry business that specializes in
Oars doors.
Oars doors going into openings. Or it could be a boat, a shipwright.
Ooh.
Oars.
I'm gonna go retire to Water 7. Whitebeard's here. He's
a bookshop.
He's in
Oars
it.
lore.
It could be like an exercise program that he starts. Oars core. Or if things go really bad, Oars pour.
Ooh, an armory. Oars swords.
Ooh. Oh, it could be a distillery called Oars Pour.
Ooh. Oh.
Oars Pours.
Oh. He can open his own Coors Light tasting room. Oars Coors.
If he wanted to focus his carpentry, he could open Oars Floors.
Nice. It could also be a gym where he does specifically only ab and body workouts. Oars core.
I already made that.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was going through the dictionary in my brain. I'm
going to tell you that setup was better than mine. So I think you took it and you elevated it. You took it. It was down here and you brought it up.
Ooh, a jewelry shop, and they only sell a very specific Michael Kors, Oars Kors, different Oars Kors.
He could open up a specifically branded butchery shop, meat shop called Oars Boar's Head.
Ooh, he could open up a nice harbor for boats to dock. Oars Moors.
Ooh.
Got to do them all.
He could open up a business where he helps people with their golf swing game, Oars Fours.
Ooh. What about he it's like a self-help public speaking seminar that he creates to help people find their inner voice called Oars Roars.
Ooh, yeah. And he does it with his premiere speech. You want to use stuff from history, so he goes with Abraham Lincoln's famous speech, Oars, Fours, Scores.
All right, I got the last one. I've got the last one.
Okay.
It's a special event space for a very specific fetish where he meets with everyone, and they do a lot of mouth stuff, and it's Ors Vors.
He'd be so good at it because his mouth's so big.
Yeah, he's so good.
He could fulfill a need a lot of people have.
A lot of people
want satiated.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
People want to get eaten, and he's like, get it in my mouth.
I'm gonna Google Ors Junior Vor, and then I'm gonna safe search.
Hey, listeners, if you want to join our Discord or send us a transponder snail at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com and let us know if we missed any businesses that Ors could open up, let us know. Links are in the description.
I think there's some stuff on Archive of Our Own.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Lonely Giant. No one has entered Gecko Moria's garden for a decade. A great wall blocks the way, and terrifying shadows are poised to attack any intruder. One day, a child named I don't want to know where this is going. Never mind.
We're moving on.
Moby Dick's new residence.
Ooh.
Oh, this one's rated G.
Yeah.
Is that a rating?
Anyway.
Oh, the one I was looking at.
Ors gets cannoned a final time. Whitebeard steps forward and leaps down into the center of the plaza ahead of all the other pirates, and he's just surrounded by Marines. And he tells his sons to stay back. And he does a big tremor swipe, but with his staff, he makes a bubble of tremor power go around his staff.
He charges it with his power, which I think is a thing that everybody can do.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's a technique he probably picked up from Foxy.
Oh yeah, because Foxy can make his big bubbles.
He makes his little stick. He makes his little stick.
Yeah, his little penis.
He makes
stick.
Charges little stick.
His little penis stick.
Yeah. Luffy's coming. Luffy's still coming. He's still running. Ready to go. I think him and Marco are like, "What's up, pal?" He's like, "Not much, buddy." And then they give each other a little smile.
Mm-hmm. Whitebeard does his big tremor swipe, takes out a ton of Marines. The rest of his crew jumps down, and then he makes the declaration. He's like, "Save Ace," and then once he's saved, destroy the Navy. And everyone's just like, let's fucking go. And then at this point, Sengoku just looks over at Garp and he's like, well, looks like the two of us can't hold back anymore.
Yeah. Which is them holding back was doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he fucking word of the day is just slutty. Little slutty sleeve roll up. I'm very excited to see Sengoku fight.
I am too. I want to know what happens with that little bird on his head.
I really hope he doesn't have any devil fruit power. I hope he's just good at hitting.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean that's basically what Garp's good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garp is very good. Very good at that. MVP was spare boats. You always want to keep a spare boat around.
Always want to have
because you never know when your boat's gonna going merry itself.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
And that's the end of the episodes we watched for this podcast.
Yeah,
it's pretty exciting.
What are we watching next week, Matt?
Next week we are watching episodes 476. No.
What?
Next week, we've got a very special episode next week.
What? What could we possibly be doing other than watching some episodes?
Next week, we are taking a minor break away from Marineford to celebrate we're turning 2, Mike.
Oh, my God.
We're turning 2.
It's 16 more years and I can vote.
Yeah, congratulations. The Fun Piece podcast is celebrating its 2-year anniversary next week. So we're going to have a very special little filler anniversary episode where we're going to be answering some transponder snails and just talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to enter my terrible 2s It's gonna be a good time.
We're gonna be.
It's gonna get worse. You thought that poopy butt Donflamingo talk was present now? We're doing entire episodes only Donflamingo themed.
You thought we just spent way too long on that oars bit? Get ready, baby. Get ready.
We're not even gonna cover episodes anymore.
Yeah. You thought we spoke way too much for 10 minutes all the way back on episode 14 about Muppet foreskin? Get ready, everybody. We're bringing it back.
Targeted. Don't forget to turn off comments for this one.
No, I'm turning them up. I want more comments. Also,
we love you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting us through our journey.
Thanks for listening.
I think we've really given the people what they want, which is the hottest takes anybody's ever had.
It's true. It's absolutely true. So yeah, next week we'll be doing Matt and Mike Turn 2, and then the following week, which is the last week of August, we'll be back with more Marineford, which will be episodes 476 to 480.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. But for now, we do have a couple transponder snails for today.
We do.
I think we have two transponder snails.
Yeah, we're gonna do two. We're gonna take two. We got two on the same day. We're gonna do those ones. We're saving the rest of y'all's for later.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
So long, Gay Bowser.
First one titled Donuts from Mohawk's biggest fan is what it says. Hey, Matt and Mike, random question that has nothing to do with anything. What is your favorite kind of donuts? That seems suspicious. Do you think there's going to be something with donuts later? Do you think Sengoku ate the donut fruit?
That'd be pretty funny, actually. Like, he turns everybody into, like, circle holes.
Yeah.
What's her favorite kind of donuts?
I mean, I really like any donut that's not Boston cream.
You don't like the cream of your current location.
No, I don't really like Boston.
I don't like Boston. I don't like cream.
I don't like Boston. I don't like its cream.
Please.
I sure don't want it in my pastry.
Please stop creaming, Boston. I don't want you to cream on my body.
This is the third time this question has been asked to me in the past week and a half.
Really?
Weird. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you like all right, so let's whittle it down first. Well, do you have any overarching love of a specific donut, or do you?
I like a cruller, like a French cruller. It's airy. It's
swirl.
Nice. It feels like a healthy donut because there's not as much in there.
I don't think that's true at all. I feel like anytime I've had a cruller, I'm like, this tastes like grease. That's fair.
But I really like a spud nut, like a potato-based donut.
Ooh.
More than like a cake donut.
Yum. Have you ever had a cronut before?
I've had a cronut once. They were really hard to find when they were making the rounds.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you like filled donuts that aren't cream-based?
I do not prefer a filled donut.
Like you don't like a jelly donut?
I don't like a jelly donut, but I will still have a jelly donut.
Okay.
I'm not gonna shake a stick at it, but it's just too much.
Speaking of sticks, what about a stick, like a glazed stick?
Oh yeah, I fucking love a glazed stick.
Ooh, put a glazed stick in my mouth.
I love donuts.
Donuts are great. I do love donuts. I don't know. There's a new donut place that just opened literally like a block from our house. Which is great. I actually went there yesterday morning, and I got a honey dipped donut, which I guess is kind of a very basic donut.
Have you had a mochi donut?
I haven't had a mochi donut. No.
There's a place near you that has mochi donuts. I will tell you off air, so I don't dox you.
Is it the place that just opened up around the corner from me?
Mate, I don't know what they have. No, it's further than that.
Okay.
But mochi donuts are really good because they're like that chewy, kind of like they got some real texture to them. Those are really good. Mochi donuts are up there, but I think just like a spud nut is really good. I like plain donuts. I don't mind a plain donut. I think people don't like that, but if I go to a new donut place, I try their plain donut to really like judge their character.
Have you had a sour cream donut before?
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Now I just really want donuts.
I know the place you're talking about, actually. I know exactly what you're talking about now that you said that. That's how much I love donuts. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Sour cream donuts, good.
Yeah. Anyway, Mohawk's biggest fan. It's really non-committal, but we love most donuts except for the specifically Boston creamed ones, I guess.
Yeah. Do you like filled donuts?
I don't like custard filled donuts like a Boston cream. I think it feels. I don't like the mouthfeel. I'm not like a huge custardy kind of person.
Yeah,
take me in a custardy, am I right?
Okay, if you filled a donut with Nutella, I would be okay with that.
That sounds nice. That does sound nice.
That sounds nice.
As long as there's like enough of the like pastry itself. If it's too much,
not too much.
Yeah, there's got to be a good balance. I did have back in the day, jelly donuts were my favorite. I had a raspberry jelly and a honey dipped yesterday morning. I had 2 big donuts yesterday because I was treating myself.
Good for you.
Raspberry jelly was pretty fucking great.
That sounds good. I think the problem is like when I think of jelly donut, like I haven't had like a good jelly donut in a long time.
Yeah.
I think of like a Dunkin' Donuts jelly donut, which is like it's like a shitty donut with not even like really a specific fruit flavor in it. It's just like a sweet goo that comes out.
Yeah, I won't get a jelly donut from like a fast casual Dunkin' Donuts-esque place.
Yeah.
But
their colors are pretty
local
good.
place like I was talking about. I'll give myself a jelly donut.
Yeah. I like a munchkin. I like a donut hole.
Ooh,
those are fun.
Especially when they're free.
Yeah. Oh my God. You go to a place and they're like, we just got a big old box of these bad boys.
The place around the corner, they have bags of donut holes for free. If you get there early enough, you can just take them.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Next email.
All right.
You heard it. We love donuts.
Thanks, Mihawk's biggest fan, for the donut talk. You're welcome, everyone.
If you're a food with a hole in you, we like you.
Next one. Click. Transponder Snemail from Ibby. What up, Ibby?
Ibby?
Hey,
what up,
hi,
Ibby?
Matt and Mike. I was waiting till I caught up to the podcast to send in transponder snails, and the time has finally come. Congratulations, Ibby. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
First, thank you guys for the amazing content. This is my favorite One Piece adjacent media on the internet. Whoa. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys almost correctly predicted that Donflamingo has the sticky fruit, but it actually belongs to one of his crewmates. What? The recent episodes of the anime just revealed the glorp fruit. I would love to hear your predictions on what it does. Keep up the great work, guys. Gotta goo, Ibby. P.S. Blackbeard is awesome, actually.
No, get the fuck out of here.
The sticky fruit is
fruit?
a Donflamingo crew. Interesting.
I'm even more excited for when we have to deal with more Donflamingo.
And then it says recent episodes of anime revealed the glorp fruit. What does the glorp fruit do?
I bet that just turns things into like
goop.
Mess.
It's like that. Have you ever seen the movie Sky High?
Yeah.
It's like that one guy who just turns into goo.
I think it like goos things. It's probably like, I'm going to touch this and it's going to... It's like the Rust guy.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I got to add him to the bracket.
Don't forget the ball man who turned into balls and nothing else, I think.
Yeah.
Did you have
he
him?
had the berry fruit. Yeah, we're on it.
Berry fruit.
Don't worry.
Yeah, what a...
Spoilers for the 2-year anniversary episode. We might be talking about devil fruits, Mike's favorite thing, everyone.
Maybe.
Anyway, hey, everyone. Hey, Ibby. Thanks for listening to the entirety of the podcast, and we're glad you've been enjoying listening to us talk nonsense. It's great. Thank you so much, AB. And thank you, Mihawk's biggest fan.
We love you all.
We do.
You are all our children.
You are all our children.
We are all we are your daddies.
Yep. If you can all picture it right now.
We're gonna get
Mike and I are gonna make some grunting sounds, and just imagine that we're pulling you into an embrace and pushing your faces into the bloody hole in our chests that you opened up with a sword. So on the count of 3, Mike and I are gonna make sounds and just enjoy it. So 3, 2, 1.
That's a good boy.
Child. Yes.
Don't open your mouth. You'll get some in there. Bloodborne diseases.
Yes, it's true. We don't have the same blood type.
And scene.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We should have ended on that so I could have faded out.
Hey,
Matt, what's the...
Follow us on the things, share it,
whatever.
Like, subscribe, follow the podcast.
Fun Piece Podcast. Funpiece at gmail.com.
Yep. Look at us on Instagram and all the other social medias. Maybe we're there. Also, review the podcast on your podcast platform, please, because it helps and it's great.
Tell your dentist about us.
Tell them as they got their fingers in your mouth, and you just go,
Funky Podcast. It's the best podcast. Funky Podcast.
I'm over it. Matt, what's the One Piece?
The One Piece is the pearl that I found inside of Whitebeard's chest when I was nuzzling the bloody hole.
The pearl?
The pearl.
That's where he went.
Yeah. Big pearl!
Oh.